From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Double dog, that's the way.
Bridgewater now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He can run for it, and he will. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Here we go. Sweetie.
They can't hang with us.
Here.
On 1st down, Howard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got you.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Again.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 38, Wentz is going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Here we go. 180.
54. Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Running from the gun with Howard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Sunday. 46 down, man, 5-4.
A final shot before half for Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the...
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop. Coming through, what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Left, 180.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Name on that.
Watch the shot.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
They'll run with Drake. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
On 3rd and short, Drake. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 71 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Raiders 0. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Jacobs, the first-round pick out of Alabama. He's acquitted himself quite nicely in this first half of the season, taking over as the #1 option in Oakland. Had 2 touchdowns in the opening Monday night win over Denver, and he delivered 2 more, plus his first 100-yard game in London Week 5 as the Raiders took down the Chicago Bears. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Carr now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw, it's Carr. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Raiders' 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running from the shotgun with Drake. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Middle. Go! Switch! Ball! Hey, switch!
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. What a story Darren Waller has been so far this year in 2019. Had already doubled his production from his first 4 years in the NFL through 5 weeks. 18 catches in his first 4 seasons, 37 catches through 5 games this year. One of the most productive tight ends in the NFL. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Kill.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Crowell. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Caught by Jones. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 4. Express. Motion, check.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Well, Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check tight. Motion.
To throw is Rosen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain there of 21 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Orbit. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check right. Mike's 56. 56.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Delta.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Balazs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They run it with Balazs. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rosen on 1st and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Rosen looking to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Josh Morrow able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's how we do it, baby.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Jones has it. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 12 yards there and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Completes it to Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Alert.
Now Rosen on first down. And he hits Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Now a short one to Gesicki. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Drake. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Right back to Drake. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
What now? 180.
You better,
Express.
you better be afraid of me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And this is incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26, Mike, 26.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
29. We ain't giving up nothing today. 26, Mike.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Christian Wilkins. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, alert, alert. Nice, sweetheart.
On first down, Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
80. Lucky. 80. Check. Hey, alert.
On 3rd down, Drake. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Single. Raider 9.
Carr gives to Richard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That's good for 28 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Carr to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the 4.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down.
I'm coming after you.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.